And that's the thing that brings us to our second thing in this statement of the disciples. It's not only not, will you at this time restore the kingdom to Israel? It's also not, will you at this time restore the kingdom to Israel? Right? Jesus has ascended to heaven and sits at the right hand of God the Father Almighty, from whence he shall come to judge the quick and the dead. That's the Apostles' Creed line, by the way. He has not gone to judge the enemies of Israel so that he can privilege one people and set them up in a kingdom in Palestine forever to the exclusion of everyone else. Yes, he was a Jew. Yes, he was the Jewish Messiah. But a bigger yes than that is that he's the Savior of the whole world. Right? He makes no distinction, Paul says, between Jew and Greek, Gentile, between male and female, between slave and free, and can we go on to say between American and non-American, between single and married, child or adult, straight or gay, Christian or Muslim. The kingdom Jesus is bringing is one in which we are not a humanity divided by our differences, but rather we are united in our differences. Our differences actually enrich us and give us cause to stop and think and wonder in awe at the unfathomable love of God for each of us and all of us. Oh my. Heaven, you see, is not where Christians go when we die while everyone else goes to hell. Heaven is where the witness of Christians to the unspeakable infinite love of God through Jesus Christ is vindicated forever and ever. Now you're going to have to get your mind around this one. There are no Christians in heaven. There are no Jews in heaven. There are no Muslims in heaven. There are only men and women, boys and girls, sinners saved by grace, each of them and all of them made in the image of God, died for by Jesus Christ for the sake of their sins, because God cannot stand to see one of us lost. So let's be done with identity politics in our faith. The idea of a kingdom for Israel or a Christian America or an Islamic state is dehumanizing folly in the face of a kingdom that is coming by the Christ whose rule is emerging right among us because he is alive here and bringing it to pass. This kingdom operates differently from the kingdoms of the world.